Yo, Smokey. So it turns out Jidion, how you know how he catches those predators, come to Sydney, and I wanted to go through it. Apparently it's already on the news.
The stings are simple.
She did tell you multiple times that she was 13, correct?
In the messages, yes.
She did tell you that she was 15, correct? You're that guy who came to meet a 13-year-old girl and also an 11-year-old girl, isn't it?
Men online thinking they're chatting with underage girls. The messages sexual and lurid.
She never said she was 16, right?
Yep.
She said she was?
14 last day she told me. There was a couple naughty photos.
A couple naughty photos.
Yes.
So would this be your
He's a vigilante in a beanie. Online name, FaZe Nighthawk.
Why is it wrong?
FaZe Nighthawk? What is this from gaming?
They're underage.
He trawls internet dating apps, posing as an underage girl, but his
See, that's the part that I don't get, eh? That's the part that's weird, right? I get these motherfuckers, but fuck, it's just a weird thing to do, don't you hear?
targets won't meet a minor, just a camera.
Please don't. I'm sorry. Can you please not upload this?
But this month, his crusade took a dramatic turn.
Wait, hold on, you just got here.
Cupcakes. Hey, let's just have a conversation, mate.
One of America's highest profile vigilantes.
Alright, let's go find the actual video, eh?
I want you guys to meet my mate Derek from the Down Under, Australia. He's just the average Aussie bloke who hopped on Grindr to do rated R things with what he thought was an iOS 14 device.
Grinder? Man.
Derek isn't just any creep. Oh, on the contrary.
I feel like I've seen this guy before, man. There's just a lot of blokes like him in Sydney.
He's a married father with a beautiful wife and a young son at home. Yet this kangaroo chasing menace has cheated on her not once, not twice, but 3 times.
But they got
random
AI on
men.
this shit?
And he received some sloppy action on his boomerang.
What's with this? Oh, fucking hell, man. That is like the worst joke, especially as a straight. Like, that is cringe, that level of comedy, man.
So make sure you guys buckle up, grab your meat pies,
Oh, shit.
and hit that like button with a boomerang as we fly 15 hours to do our first ever international catch here on EDP Watch. We got a bad bloke coming over here trying to get down into the down under of an iOS 11 and an iOS 13. Dude's absolutely disgusting. But man, the great thing is we wouldn't be able to catch this dude if it wasn't for the one, the only, Mr. Nighthawk. It's good, my man.
That's cool, bro.
Oh, shit.
Appreciate you for,
Of course, man.
letting
I
us
appreciate
tag
it.
along.
Of course, bro. So the guy we have today is very disgusting. This is the very first time where the decoy herself was actually getting uncomfortable. This guy, Derek Linden, he's coming to pretty much impregnate a 15-year-old girl.
Well, here, man, you say
Pretty much. But, like, can this guy get arrested for this if this guy messaged? Like, or does he not get in trouble for this? I don't understand. I don't understand the laws on this shit.
he's disgusting, but I don't think he's a bad bloke. You know, I think he's just a mate down on his luck.
Yeah.
Down on the down under. I think
right.
he just needs some people to help him out.
That's right.
And we're gonna be there for him. So Derek, man, we're
not a
waiting
bad bloke.
for you.
See, so is that the job? Like, you just want to be there for the predator? I don't know, man. It just seems weird to me.
You're not a bad bloke. We're gonna get this straightened out.
Let's get this guy.
One thing for the dude, let's get this free.
Hi. So how are you?
Not bad.
Oh, hold on, let's go to my room first.
Wait, is that like the decoy? Wait. Hold on. Was that the decoy?
Hi. So how are you?
Not bad.
Oh, hold on, let's go to my room first.
Tries to touch her? Okay.
You can just sit on the couch, grab up. You can just sit over there, I'll sit here. I put rugby on because I didn't know what you wanted to watch or anything. So what do you want to do? Do you want to watch a movie? Are you hungry? Do you want anything to eat?
Yo, hold on. This game was crazy. Oh, I think it's 28-28.
You just want to sit here and watch this? Like,
Oh shit.
I don't mind. Like, we can do whatever you want to do.
I didn't think it would be so far apart.
Well, you can sit here if you want.
Oh shit, bro.
So,
What did they expect,
what
but?
Wait, hold on, you just got here.
Cupcakes.
Hey, Derek.
Have a conversation, mate.
Listen, we're not cops, Derek. You're not a bad dude, man. You know, listen, Derek. We're not gonna hurt you. You're okay. Here, shake my hand, Derek.
What the fuck? Who is this guy, bro? Is this the security? He like works for that other bloke or something. What the fuck? This guy is the Seki and he wants to kill him. Maybe he's just gonna put that face on because maybe they tend to run or something. I don't know with these predators.
I'm from the States. I'm from America. We have an organization called Kids Protect America, but now it's Kids Protect the World, obviously. I don't think you're a bad guy, man. It's one of those things where you made a mistake, right? Yeah. Do you have a wife or anything?
Yes.
You do? Okay. Does your wife know you're here? No. Okay, man. Listen,
Derek,
if we want...
Oh, shit.
Listen, if there was problem, if we wanted trouble, man, we would have went to your house. Man. We would have went to your job.
See, this is like when you see someone, like, maybe a drunk guy crashes his car out the front of, like, in the street, and then you go to him and he's like, oh, don't tell my wife and shit, and he's acting like this.
Listen, Derek, you do understand that if we don't talk to you here, then we're going to have to get the police involved.
I understand.
It's not even that. Listen, we don't believe in incarceration.
Yeah, we believe in rehabilitation.
Because that's not going to help anybody. You want to sit down? Okay. And I'll sit right next to you, man?
It's okay. I understand how you feel, but it's all good. Trust me.
This is overwhelming for you. I know it is. So we're going to take it slow. Yeah. I'm going to do more of the talking because I know right now you can't talk. Derek, if you can't look me in my eyes real quick, I want you to know.
Can you turn the cameras off?
This is just for...
Wait, he's tripping. What's the score now?
Not going to go anywhere. We can't publish this without your permission. You know the laws here, you know?
That's just for your safety. We're big guys and stuff. Obviously, you're a big dude, too. You got freaking Everlast, so that means you be boxing.
Come on, man. You're pretty fresh, man. Are you a boxer or...
No.
What is this shit? What is this shit?
Can't publish this without your permission. You know the laws here, you know?
That's just for your safety. We're big guys and stuff. Obviously, you're a big dude, too.
Look, he's about to throw up.
Freaking Everlast, so that means you be boxing.
And they're like making jokes and shit. Maybe it's just they don't want a confrontation. Maybe that's the last thing they want. Like this guy running out of there or something. But it's crazy. They got him into it looks like our own hotel here. But what they said, they're not going to get the cops. I don't understand what the whole point of this is. It's just to call them out and then expose them and then just say... I just don't see how they're not going to re-offend after this. They're basically, now he's exposed to the world. He's already fucked.
Fair enough.
Just more comfortable.
But still, fuck him.
Bro, Aussies, you Aussies, you guys scrap, man. You know,
Aussies. He's trying.
Ordering cupcakes, but, you know, you're out here, you know, doing your thing. But, man, Derek, I like to work it back, man, okay? I call it going to ground zero. When you go to ground zero and figure out why something's happening, then when you get to the explosion, I guess, which is kind of today, I want to ask, you know, because obviously we didn't do too much research into your wife because that's none of our business. But how long have you guys been married? 3 years, okay. Yeah, any kids?
Got two, but not with her.
Not with her. Okay, so she's...
He's got two kids. He's fucking sicko. Ah, man. It's just weird content, right? It's weird content.
Been around, huh?
So she stepped up.
Oh, the Raiders scored.
Mentally. The system thinks breaking you down,
they took it off him.
Putting you in a cell, they think that fixes you.
I agree.
When that doesn't. Exactly. Right? I mean, I don't know your personal... What's your opinion on that? How many reoffenders do we see come back, and they come back worse? Because when you put an animal in a cage, it makes it more feral.
Way worse. We don't want to create a super predator.
A super...
How many reoffenders do we see come back, and they come back worse? Because when you put an animal in a cage, it makes it more feral.
Way worse. We don't want to create a super predator.
What's a super predator, bro? Maybe he could tell me. What's a super predator?
I asked this, and
there's another level
and stuff, but trust me, it's gonna get into what we're talking about today. Derek, like the stuff with your wife and everything, do you guys have a happy relationship there?
Yeah.
You do? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I saw the double chin, I was like, okay, maybe. But then once we did research, we found out about your life, I was like, wait, hold up, maybe
What's he talking about double chin? Yeah?
But you're telling me that you guys are in a happy marriage. So I'm having to rewire how I'm gonna talk to you about this. What we see personally is when people are talking to younger kids and they're in relationships, we see that the relationship is faltering. We see that maybe a partner isn't giving them the attention.
And that's what makes them go to kids, bro. I just don't understand why they put so much energy in understanding this, bro. It's breaking my brain. Why would we try understand this? Like, this is bad. I don't know, man. It's just so common these days with the internet and apps like fucking Grindr. Sounds like this guy over here. They're just fucking running rampant on it. And he's got 2 kids. Who cares if his relationship's faulty? It doesn't matter. It like... Fucking go cheat. Like, you didn't have to do that. Like, that means you become a predator? Is that what the world's come to? Because the internet's so fucking free that everyone can just go on a fucking app and find 11-year-old in this instance? What the fuck is wrong with the world, man?
That they want? Is that what's happening?
Possibly, but it could be.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's perfect. Yeah, like everyone knows couples have their
Problems.
ups, downs, problems here, there, whatever. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
So I'm not saying we don't.
It's like he's in a police interview, but right now. It's like he's in a police interview.
A couple. We're human.
Of course.
We have our problems.
So is the reason why it took you a while to leave the house, was it because, is she like kind of like, was she up your arse a little bit?
Up your what? The fuck is this Jidion guy talking about, bro? He keeps saying shit, bro.
To be honest, I was hesitant.
Okay.
Why were you hesitant for?
The thoughts were just, fuck, what?
Yeah.
What? Like,
How old are your kids?
one's, I'll be honest.
Okay.
If this happened to my kids, yeah, okay, I'll be pissed.
Okay.
I think that.
He'd be pissed. Is that all? If that happened to someone's kids, like, all that would happen is he's just pissed about it. This fucking guy, this is like at the point where, like, this is why I couldn't be there. Because this is at the point where I don't see a reason not to, just...
That's what I would question.
I mean,
I think we can all.
I'll be pissed too.
I believe you on that. This is what I'm trying to figure out, Derek. You say you would be pissed, right? So why would you be pissed if this is gonna happen to your kid? I think
There's a
that's
lot
what I
to
would question.
focus
I
on
think
for
we
this
can all-
bloke.
I'll be pissed too.
I believe you on that.
Yeah, he'd be
of course.
pissed,
I mean,
look.
yeah.
This is what I'm trying to figure out, Derek. You say you
Damn.
would be pissed, right? So why would you be pissed if
Look at that. Fogarty scored.
leave from you
But-
when it came to someone else's kid?
Yeah, no, I understand where you're coming from, yeah?
Yeah.
It was the struggle to leave the house, because you think about it, I did say to her a couple of times that
You
she
did.
looked
Yeah.
older, and I didn't believe she was as young as she said she was.
Okay, so what about the year-old cousin?
Wait.
Leave from you
But-
when it came to someone else's kid.
This
No,
guy's
I
just
understand where
talking
you're coming from,
full
yeah.
of shit
Yeah.
right now, right?
It
There's
was-
nothing real coming out of his
The
mouth.
struggle to leave the house.
The struggle to leave
You
the
think
house.
about it, I did say to her a couple of times that
You
she
did.
looked
Yeah.
older, and I didn't believe she was as young as she said she was.
Okay, so
So these guys, is this what they're thinking? Like they're going on there and they're seeing photos of the girls and they're like, I don't think you're that old, but
what about the year-old cousin that you wanted to be here as well?
he's going to
You
video.
didn't.
Right?
See, you did not see her photo of her, but you also did say that.
That was a brain fact.
It was a brain fact.
Let's take it another route.
Yeah.
Let's take it another route. So, can you agree, Derek, that you think you might have a little problem? So, Derek, sometimes I think there's a loneliness factor, but with the fact that you were trying to...
Look at him.
There is another problem, and it's okay. I don't want you to think I'm judging you, because studies have shown that this could be a mental disability. I'm not asking you if you are or if you're not. I'm asking you, for how long do you think you've been attracted to younger people, Derek?
Not this young. Yeah, this is a. Yeah.
This gets worse, bro. This gets worse. I don't even know if I want to show this shit.
If it was just with her, I could see it just being, okay, you know what, just someone stumbled into your gaze and stuff like that. But I think we would all be lying to ourselves here. How long do you think you've had this illness? Do we have apps like Telegram and Signal?
No.
No? Okay. I'm not saying you're in these videos or photos. I'm not saying that you're out here being a mass distributor of it. But I am seeing a mass exodus coming into your phone, not leaving your phone, coming into your phone, of certain images and videos that I think the wife wouldn't be happy about seeing.
So
Wait. How does he know that?
after tonight, everything on my phone will be reset.
Oh, he has a reset. He knows what to do. Fucking sickening, bro.
And nothing will be re-put down.
But we want to talk about that stuff that's on your phone. So I want to figure out, like, what group chats are they putting you in? Like, what apps are they kind of sending you this stuff from?
Oh, he's got a photo
And
with what the
Putting you in,
fuck?
like, what apps are they kind of sending you this stuff from?
the only app I have apart from WhatsApp
Okay.
is Grindr.
Grindr. Okay.
So it's allowed on there because I don't know, man. When I go on the other ones like Tinder and all that, you have to put like your ID these days. Grindr.
Well, you see, Derek, we're not really trying to say anything about you. The main problem is the people distributing this sort of stuff.
Yeah, no.
So, like, we're not targeting you.
How many times have, like, kids been crazy enough to, like, hit you up on social media?
I think there was one other,
One other?
but you could tell that one was
Young.
And
How young would you say?
not a real good judge of age when they're young.
Yeah.
Sort of like they were just going into that stage, into the rebellious stage.
Okay.
So would you say they were preteen or?
Oh, at a guess, yes.
Okay. So like, if you had to put a number on it from, let's say, to what would you say?
It'd be probably.
So like, what is this crazy 10-year-old doing?
Yeah.
Is that saying iPhone?
Yeah, no. Well, that's the thing. Like, you never know, do you?
I mean, he hit you up. Like, what was he talking about?
He just popped up and he was saying something, and I answered it because the way it came up was like it was high.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Fuck, he's the worst speaker. I've heard people speak like this around here. Like they got like no bottom teeth or some shit, bro. Like it's a weird accent, but it is a known accent around the areas.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
and
Like it's a 1 in 10, maybe 20. 1 in 20.
Conversation.
You know how kids can be sometimes.
You know how they say it, but they don't really mean.
So it was kind of be
What the fuck are you talking about?
being suggestive.
He says it, but you don't believe he means what he
Okay.
was saying.
Can you get into the specifics? Just for,
Yeah, because I mean, like, dude, I'm trying to figure out what these crazy
Yeah.
kids are saying.
We
Because
need- yeah.
we have to also try to get up to these kids as well, not just
No.
adults. Like, what's this
It was
craziness?
just something like getting with his sister and stuff like that.
He was getting with his sister.
Wow. Kids these days.
Getting with the sister. This has got to be from it has to be from the corn websites. Like the content that used to be on it. And these people are still stuck in that like fucking weird where they get off that.
What I'm saying, I'm like,
What did he say he did with his sister?
he didn't go into specifics. It was just
I don't want to hear this shit.
more of,
I'm shocked.
it was like,
Yeah.
What?
sort of,
And
So was that like the
I'm
only
gonna get
kid
away
that
from
ever
this.
kind of like did something like that to you?
that I can remember.
That you can remember? Okay. Obviously, there's some sickos on the internet where
course.
they're out here just sending photos of,
Yeah.
overage girls. You could tell they're old. But then in those photos, they start sending just like these, where it's like, whoa, I didn't want that. I don't think you're out looking for this stuff. I think this stuff is being sent towards you. And I feel like this stuff kind of tainted your mind. So kind of what is the youngest age some of these sickos ever sent to you?
I can't think of anything else.
So they never sent you any photos of like any children or anything like that?
Not that I can remember.
So no apps on like Zangy,
No, I don't.
Telegram?
No, I don't even know half of these apps.
Okay. So what apps do you like?
He's lying. Search his phone. He's lying.
Well, like I said, the main one is Grindr.
Grindr. Okay. And I mean, does your wife know you kind of swing both ways?
okay.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, now he's
She
over
won't
here. Now
find
he's
it,
over
so-
here.
A gold mine, go from Grindr and get a girl. So,
I mean, hey,
hey, someone came out straight from Grindr.
that's right.
But I mean, I'm trying to figure out.
Someone came out straight from Grindr.
Like, you're saying the wife is amazing. You're saying you're in love with her.
Oh my god.
Just a fresh couple. So what is it about her that is affecting you to do this craziness?
Like I said, we do have ups and downs. We've had a bit of a dry spell.
Dry spell.
You see, you should.
You should have said
I
that
knew
from the
it's.
start.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Now.
Exactly.
So how long she been holding out on you, man?
At least the start of this year.
Okay.
Okay. So you haven't had sex this entire 2025
Wow.
with her.
Well,
I don't know if it's just because we're both tired or.
I'm just curious. Why wouldn't you just go for the mother? Like, why did you have to have easy access to her?
That'd probably be easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
man.
And a lot more safer.
Right.
Because listen, man, I believe a father should be in his son's life. But the court system, I would say it's an American thing, but it's a Western society thing where you know how these judges are. They don't try to get the deeper answers like we are. They just read you saying like them or not. And then you said, F it, I want to get you pregnant. A judge is just gonna jump to conclusions. Now, I just have one question, and I'm hoping you can reassure me with this. Please tell me you have some.
He said that, bro.
If you were gonna do it, it's best to use protection. So.
Oh, is on you?
No, it's not. It must
Okay.
put out in the car.
Oh, it fell out in the car. The old fucking excuse, bro. I used to say that when I was trying to buy cigarettes when I was younger. Where it was like about my ID. I'd be like, oh, it just fell out from my car. I'll just go back to my car and grab it, you know what I mean? This guy's like fucking, I don't know how old, bro, and he's doing this. This has got to be the most embarrassing thing that can ever happen to someone. You would hope, right? I bet you this guy will get back on fucking Grindr like in a week.
We feel like you're being 80% honest with us, right?
I'm being 100% honest with you.
But listen, I'm gonna finish this. If they're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
No.
So I think we all know here. If we didn't have this conversation, we all know
like
the course would have happened.
He's like a kid at school when you're in detention and you're just like, oh yeah, when this is done, like, and then you get out and you fucking forget about that shit like in a day. I know these motherfuckers in Sydney, bro. Their mentality ain't like that, bro. They're gonna forget about this, bro. They're gonna think that, oh shit, maybe no one's seen it. This motherfucker is dumb, bro. He probably fucking seen the message of a girl, like, and he fucking ran to this fucking hotel, bro.
Okay, so then why ask her?
No, that's where I was stupid, yeah?
That's where you're stupid, okay.
Yeah, if she was
Stupid, yeah? Him, he's a fucking dope, bro. Look at this fucking... Bro, like, what? This is the type of shit, but in Sydney sometimes, bro, like, this is just what you got to deal with.
consenting, then you would have done it. But if it was no consent, you would have not done it.
If she said no, it's like, well, okay, fair enough.
Derek, the only problem there is because yesterday she said she doesn't want to...
Like, oh, bro, this guy's got fucking 2 kids as well. That's, bro, their lives...
And then you said, okay, well, at least let me play with you. So even if she didn't want to have intercourse, you were still trying to play with her.
And I mean, I believe you. I mean, if your wife...
It's not someone, you know, like I'd come up and...
Whoa, shit, where's the Seki now?
Yeah, we were sitting on your level so that way you felt like we were, you know, if you stand up, we all gotta stand up.
I mean, you're on Grindr, so what are we trying to do on Grindr? Like, you know what I mean?
If you're not comfortable, you're not comfortable.
Yeah.
So,
beautiful.
Derek, you said right here, you will be tight. And then she said, you confused me. You said, you play with I play with your... Were you trying to educate her about... Were you trying to, like, speed up the process? Did you graduate? I'm not trying to insult you.
Yes, we know you've been out of school, bro. You probably weren't in school when you were supposed to be. I don't know, bro. There's definitely... Yo, where the fuck... Is he flicking his wrist? Where's his hand?
Okay.
Yeah,
hey, you can still be
flicked it out.
successful without
Shit.
going the whole way.
For sure.
I was
So,
tripping.
you know, I have to bear the question, you know, obviously you know that she's never had. So, I just want to make sure nothing crazy was going to happen.
Well, it wasn't going to be super crazy, like...
So, like, no doggy?
No.
Okay, so what about missionary?
Probably missionary or...
Oh my god, bro. Why are they asking this shit, bro? Why are they asking this shit? What the fuck? What the fuck is this question, man? Jidion. Do they really need to ask these questions when they're doing the predator catches? Like, isn't it... What's the goal of it? So they're just rehabilitating him. I really just don't understand that fact. So this guy just walks free after this. He goes back to his house and just hopes that no one saw anything and just hopes he can be all good again. How does he recover from this? I feel like he's going to crash out after this. Anyway, that's my opinion on that.
Okay, missionary.
Maybe her on top.
Okay, her on top.
So a little
Okay.
bit of cowgirl.
Okay, what about reverse cowgirl?
I've never done that.
What about Skyjack 91? Have you tried that?
No.
You better try
I
that.
don't know what that one is.
Oh, I'm telling you right
gotta
now,
teach
Gary.
me that.
Would you have tried?
Bro. Yo, before he was touching him, now he's saying you got to teach me that one, bro. If I was because I fucking predator, dude. Shit.
Kangaroo Jack on her?
I don't even know that one.
Okay, you see,
What'd you fucking say?
Teach me that one.
would you have tried Kangaroo Jack on her?
What the fuck is that, man? Kangaroo fucking Jack, bro? What type of joke do you think Americans, bro, with their comedy, bro, and their Kangaroo Jack, bro?
I don't even know that one.
Okay, you see, if you would have told me you were gonna try Kangaroo Jack on her, like I would have been like, okay, like you're a monster.
Look, see this? This is not a real laugh, bro, to the Kangaroo Jack shit. This is awkward. This is cringe. It doesn't even like...
Derek, you're a monster.
That one.
So I guess when you say you play with her, like how would you have played with her? Like, can you explain that to me?
Maybe hands, tongue.
Oh,
Okay.
man, no. That's enough. That's enough. That's all... I don't know, man. It's sickening what goes on with this. I don't want to get in the mind of these guys. It's just my opinion. I feel like it's a fucked up thing. I don't know about this Predator catching Eva. It's sort of, I know it's been big for a lot of people like watching it, but I don't know, it just seems weird to try and understand these freaks, right? Anyway, that's my opinion, man.
You know, like...
Yeah, that's the way, yeah.
I thought you were going to get lost when you came. I was like, oh.
Yeah, in fact, you know, just maybe it was difficult for me because of the pop. Oh, someone there.
Oh, who's that?
Trick or treat, do you have any candy for us or?
Sorry?
Trick or treat, it's Halloween.
No, this guy's hilarious.
Jolly spooked, huh? Did you get spooked or?
Not really.
Well, we should have maybe tried harder with the mask next time.
I'm sorry, I'm filming me.
No, yeah, we're filming. We're not filming to publish this anywhere or anything like that. It's in your best interest to talk to us.
Sorry.
Don't put hands on us, please.
Sorry.
We're not going to put hands on you, okay? I promise
sorry,
you.
You're filming me. I'm sorry.
I just want to get your side of the story, okay? I don't want to have to get the police involved.
I'm sorry. Why are you filming me?
It's so you can't say that we blackmailed you.
Yeah, no.
I have an organisation.
You do.
Matter of fact, yeah, we can probably call them as well.
Please.
Okay, so listen,
Let me go.
I don't want to get...
Let me go. Let me go.
Edward, you said you want to have intercourse with a... Can we just talk about this?
No, sorry, please. I want to go. No,
Okay,
sorry.
you can go, but can we talk about this first?
No.
Listen, shake my hand.
I'm sorry. I'll call the emergency.
Please call the emergency. Go for it. Yeah. You're going to make my job easier if you do. As a matter of fact, yeah, we can probably call them as well.
Please.
Okay, so listen,
Let me go.
I don't want to get...
Let me go. Let me go.
Bruh, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Well,
Let me go.
You're making a scene. Edward, you said you want to have intercourse with a 10-year-old girl, Edwards.
No, I haven't done anything.
You haven't done anything, but you're here. You understand that, right?
That's not right. Let me go.
I don't want to get...
Let me go. Let me go.
Well,
Let me go.
You're making a scene.
Respect. Follow Nighthawk. Like and subscribe, man. What the fuck?